Testing.
1, 2, 3.
Nice. Dude, when you came here, you said something. Well, what's the difference between fat and big boned?
Well, I feel like
Yeah.
it's exactly that. Like, some people just have bigger, broader bones, I guess.
So it's like big boned, like a masculine fat.
Well, some women have it, I guess. So,
Do you think some races have big bones?
oh, like those Tongans,
Tongans, what's that?
some islander.
Isn't that Samoan? Isn't Samoan
that's
the
what I'm
default
talking
islander?
about. Like Samoan, yeah, because like they're all bigger. And
Oh yeah.
I even went to school. I went to school with some of them actually, and they were all siblings. And one of them, there was a sister, and she was just as big as the guys.
Damn, bro.
But she wasn't like fat. She was just like big boned. Now fat is just fat. You know, you could be like 5 foot,
It's a lifestyle choice.
5 foot petite. Like you could be possibly petite, but you just don't stop eating.
I mean, true, yeah. Shout out to the big bone people, and shout out to the
There's always those people with like just health conditions. What health condition do you think would be like you're fat because of your health condition? Do you know of any?
Hashimoto's.
Oh, that's one. Well, is there anything else
Um,
that causes like you to be heavier?
I'm
I'm not in the medical industry, so I don't know.
I think with some organs, like if you don't have certain organs, it'll be harder to digest stuff and lose weight. Like Libby had her gallbladder removed, and she's not, gaining weight. But I googled that people without the gallbladder since the gallbladder's function is to like metabolize fat. It's harder to metabolize fat, therefore making it harder to lose weight.
I heard for women too, like if you're on certain birth control pills, I heard like their weight can fluctuate, or they could like gain weight more.
Yeah, no.
Don't cancel us. I'm just saying.
No shade to the.
I'm throwing that out there because like girls have
from
told
life
me.
experience. From life
Yeah.
experience. All right, we have kava today, the root of happiness. Actually, let's do
Well,
it.
I don't look happy drinking it. You'll see my reaction.
Fucker, dude.
I can't drink the whole thing.
Yeah, I need a chaser, man. That was it's not bad, but it's like it's not like not the best tasting thing.
It's not the worst today, actually.
I know. So I know you and Jerome, like, how's working out with him?
I mean, it's good. I haven't worked out in a while, so the past month or so I've been getting more consistent with it. And now I'm just trying to like get back to where I used to be in my prime. Like when I was 22, 23, I felt like that was my prime physically.
You sound prime nasally too. No congestion today.
Allergies?
Oh, we beat it. We beat
The allergies. It still comes and goes for me, but for the most part, it's better.
Took me a month. What about you?
Like 3 months.
Really?
Yeah, it hit me at the beginning of the year, and it's been bad.
Damn. Oh, like with Jerome, how often do you train him, or vice versa?
So when we started, he was just training me in the sense of like what to do, and then I just took it from there, like just getting a rhythm with it.
So he's like what to do, and then you're like what intensity?
Pretty much. Yeah. I try to go heavier because I need to build strength and muscle mass. So yeah, I'm just focusing on that.
Hey, for you guys who don't know, I'll give you some backstory about Kyle. He tells me all the time that he had a physique prime. Want to tell him about it? Because like I know that you
It's when I say prime, it's just like physically that's when I felt the best.
yeah.
It's not like I was like hella buff or anything, because it wasn't like that. But I did have like somewhat of a six pack, not hella ripped, but it was there, like you could see it, and I just felt better.
Yeah, that's good.
Like just health wise and physically. I was not the most toned, but the tonest I've been. So I just remember feeling the best physically.
You know, it's normal to gain 2 pounds a year.
That's like the norm.
Yeah.
So anything more than that is like abnormal.
Something like that. Because my teacher was like, a lot of, elderly people are like, respectfully, they can be obese. Because it's like tougher to metabolize stuff as you grow older.
Disrespectfully, we live in the fattest like nation ever. All y'all are hella fat. Stop eating all that greasy ass food.
Do you feel better, like mentally? Like has working out made you like not as grumpy as you show yourself to be?
Okay, I look grumpy all the time just because I'm tired and I work a lot more than most people. But I do feel better knowing that I have more of like a routine. I'm going more consistently. And I just feel better when I'm having a good balance of social life, like gym and health and work. Like I have never been in a place where I'm consistently thriving in all those areas. It's always one or the other. Like when I was in my prime, going to the gym every day, sometimes I go twice a day back then. I didn't have a lot of money. I wasn't like, my business wasn't booming yet, but I was focusing a lot of my energy on that. And then when my business started booming, that's when the fitness kind of fell off. And I never really got back to that. So I'm trying to coach myself to being consistent and thriving in all those areas. So I think I'm getting there. Not there yet, but I'm definitely on a path to get there.
Yeah, I would say the truly successful man has, fitness and business on the same priority.
No, and a lot of the really successful people, like they're all fit, they're ripped, but they're working every day. They're the ones getting up at 4 a.m.
Nah, dude, the gym people who go like at 4, they're the ones who got life down.
I'm trying to be like that.
Dude, as a business person, I heard there's a stereotype where like the fit guy gets the better view, because like if you're like overweight, you might be seen as lazy, and that connects to business.
I think I saw that TikTok today too.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with that because, well, it's just like how you dress, like if you go into an interview and you're dressed to the nines and then someone follows you just wearing a polo shirt and it's not tucked in or anything, who has a better first impression? The guy with the polo may have better credentials. They may know how to speak better. They may have more experience, but when they walked in that room, that other guy may not know shit compared to that other one, but he gave off a better impression, and that's what sticks with people.
Yeah.
You have like a matter of seconds.
And like in Oliver's podcast, looks, they're the first thing,
They do matter, and especially in a professional setting. I'm telling you, I like to be casual, but I'm always the best dressed.
I know. Work. Didn't you say you have a reputation for being the drippiest?
At work, yes, I have to be, because I'm the youngest one. I'm always the youngest one wherever I go, ever since I started at 18. And when people see a young kid, they think intern, they think volunteer, they may think I'm a client's kid. It's hard for people to take me seriously. So I try to dress better, more professionally, and then they at least recognize me and give me a chance to prove myself. And then once I prove myself, then I'm good. No,
I feel like with you have the best experience. I don't know about Austin. It might be him as well, but it's hitting me. I feel like
me too.
I feel like you might have the best experience talking to adults. Like no charm involved.
I gotta say, like, and I felt, wow. For those of you who have not seen us drink kava before, just have to explain. This kind of makes you feel similar to getting high, but it's not marijuana at all. It's just
herbal.
Yeah, it's herbal, but it kind of gives you the same feeling. But anyway, I have a lot of experience talking to adults or like older people of all kinds of races, all kinds of cultures. I have probably mastered being able to understand people throughout so many accents, like thick Indian accents, Asian accent, like Chinese. People could barely speak. I've had to learn how to kind of like translate myself.
I feel like you also like you know, you seem like a guy who, you know, a trustworthy guy within all age ranges as well.
Yeah, I have clients from their 90s, and I have clients, you know, in their 20s buying a house. And you know, where I'm working right now, everyone's bringing their whole family over, and I have to earn the trust of like their grandparents and their parents. And someone brought their great grandma in the other day.
Fuck, bro.
And in fact, they were Filipino.
They
were Filipino, and you know, she spoke English, but it was very rough. But I had to kind of like, you know, and I have to switch gears a lot. You know, with younger people, I could be upbeat and everything and match their energy, but with older people, I need to be kind of slower. I have to kind of take it down a notch. So I almost feel fake in a way, but it's not being fake. You're just adapting to their energy.
Yeah.
But I could be hella upbeat with like a 20-year-old, and then 10 minutes later, I'm with a new client, like 90 years old. And I'm taking it down like 10 notches.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. You might have like, I'd say the friend aspect is me, but like the age pool with you is so diverse, bro.
Yeah,
which is why it's a good business partner. You feel me?
Yeah, I can talk. I can talk if I know the product and I know the people that I'm talking to, like the group that they're in. I can figure it out.
What advice would you give me to like have a more mature facade?
Honestly, it's just experience.
Really?
Yeah. The more you talk to people, the more people you talk to, the more often, the more comfortable and seasoned you'll get at it. At 18, I didn't know what I was doing. It probably sounded so. I wish someone was recording me when I was 18.
Why?
Talking to people.
Like bad?
So I could see how much I've grown. Because I probably sounded so.
What at 18 was it when you were like you know, a rookie at this? Did you sound more like a kiss ass instead of like partner?
Probably.
Really?
And in sales, we have a term called commission breath, where you just reek of desperation, that you just want that commission so bad, and you just give off that vibe.
So like a desperate tone.
And I probably gave that off when I was 18 because I had nothing, you know. I had the support of my parents, but you know, I didn't want to ask them for money all the time. I needed to make something of myself. So I'm sure I reeked of commission.
I mean, you're doing good now though.
Thank you. A lot of work, a lot of failures, but we're going places.
Yeah, on that like, has 2023 given you hope?
Yeah, I'll
go after you.
I'm on a real good path, a lot of ups and downs. But 2023, we're making sure that foundation is solid. Yeah.
For me, like, you know, I got a green light from my counselor, and I was like, fuck, man, fucking finally. And then, yeah, not going too into detail about the past, but like, I'm pretty happy where I am right now, even though I don't show it. Shit, I might even cry, bruh. Dude, I cried in that counselor meeting, bruh.
Really?
Yeah, because like...
and I've only seen him cry once in our whole friendship, so...
By the way, we both cried over legal reasons.
We both seen each other cry once, and it was both over, like, legal stuff or financial stuff. Bro. Like, that's a grade A problem, guys. All that relationship shit... I get it feels important at the moment, but that's a what would you say, the grade C? D?
Grade A if it's a wife.
Yeah, grade A if it's a wife, but anything below that, man, get your priorities straight.
Yeah, you can move on from that.
Well, talk about what made you so emotional.
Yeah, because like, I'm not gonna lie, when I first met you in 2019, I was in that gray area, and then like, just to hear that my counselor said I was doing good, and then like the journey's almost over, it feels good. And then, you know, jobs, I also had my counselor's great. Instead of like doing the jobs that are like strictly on one thing, he gave me just anything lucrative. So yeah, that's pretty good. So I guess that's a good reason to like almost cry. Like I had to like.
Well,
sorry, I'm coughing.
It's not only that, figuring out what you want your career to be. It's, you have other things that we have in the works.
We just got to get those people of color to be consistent with the answers. Shout out to you, Alibaba. I'm feeling the cough right now. Yeah, 2023 was like, it wasn't the most lit year, but I would say it's the most like adultery progressive year, if that makes sense,
Yeah, for sure. Oh, I was reading something online earlier today about the top 3 lucrative businesses to be in, where these are the top 3 industries that make the most millionaires.
We'll put you on the sauce because we love you.
Yeah. So I actually thought real estate would be number 1, but it wasn't. It was actually financial institutions, which also covers insurance, agencies. Now that's any kind of insurance.
So that like what we're in.
Yeah. Life insurance, term, all that stuff. What was the second one?
I'm pretty sure medical's top 3 though.
It wasn't actually. It wasn't. Oh, second one was tech. Second one was technology.
Shout out your dad.
Third one was real estate. Medical didn't make the top 3.
What is it, top 5? Not even?
I don't even know. I only looked at the top 3. Yeah. Technology is not a surprise. We use it every day,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Dude, check mark the box, bro. Like your dad and your like, the Ingersolls are like meant for the bag.
Yeah, my dad worked for Intel for a long time. Retired this year. Obviously, I'm in real estate. Going to be in it for quite a while. So.
Oh, dude, I have a question. Do you know like how you know what AI is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it scary how like real it's getting? Like if you really think about it.
I try not to think of it, honestly. We have so many like crazy movies we've created that kind of paint the picture of how life could be if that gets out of control.
Yeah.
That's kind of scary.
Not that AI shit, like let's say you're like some crazed dude. Like you could AI like the person who broke your heart's face and like do some deep fake porn.
That's scary. If you have a hater out there and they really hate your guts,
they're gonna spend $50 to make that fake, that deep fake.
That's scary.
Do you think there's gonna be a time in our lives where we have to like, damn, I might lose my job because of AI?
I mean,
because if you think about it, AI is writing your essays, it's making you videos. Shit, I could make clips using AI right now. And like, not only that, since we're in a podcast, right? Each episode is at least 50 minutes. People could AI our voice. We could have every language in AI.
I wonder if there's a way to track things to see if it was created by AI or not.
That's true. I think that we have to, bruh. Dude, like, the AI is so good. You know how many like AI songs are out there?
No.
There's hella AI songs, bro. I'm pretty sure in the future, artists will like sue AI because they've been making like AI music too. So like, yeah, I think AI is crazy and like.
I mean, they sue AI. Like, is AI its own company or is like it's everyone's using AI?
Yeah.
You sue AI. Who are you suing?
Yeah, that's the scary part about it too. Yeah, like even TikTok, I'm addicted to that shit. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, but we have to. Well, I don't know if we have to, but like,
I mean, we come out with ideas from it and stuff like that. I just scroll through it when I'm bored, when I have a break at work.
Yeah, but like, oh, I saw this TikTok about Elon Musk. Do you think AI is capable of feeling things?
I don't think so. I think it's possible that they could claim to feel things.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they can actually feel things.
No, Elon Musk said they're not programmed to be sentient yet, but like he basically said anything is possible.
I think they could be programmed to say they have feelings.
So just act sentient.
Yeah. Like, if that makes sense, they could be programmed to say they have feelings at certain times, but there's no way they can have actual feelings.
Do you believe in Terminator? Do you think that's a possibility?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, dude, AI can be dangerous. What if it instigates like the next world war, bruh? Like AIing our nuclear codes.
I better be dead by then.
Oh, trust me, we'll be long dead. But like the fact that like, I'm pretty sure. What jobs do you think would like, there's less jobs because of AI doing it?
Oh,
maybe coders.
A lot of tech stuff.
Yeah,
a lot of tech jobs could be automated with AI.
Yeah, and it's not even alive. Dude, I have a question to ask you. Do you think the afterlife is subjective? Like, do you think whatever you believe in, you're going to go there no matter what? Like, not like
No.
I'm Catholic, but like,
I don't
the thought
think
of that is just scary.
everyone has different beliefs. And I'll respect that, so I'm going to be careful about what I say. But I don't believe let's say you have one person that believes in Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And then another person believes in Buddha. And then another person believes in another thing. Okay. I think all three of those people are actually going to end up in the same place. Which place is that? I don't know. But I think my theory is that we're all going to end up in one place. Which one is it? Well, we'll find out eventually, but it's hard for me to wrap my head around how each one of those people can end up in different places.
Damn.
And I think those things or people or gods or whatever, I mean, one may be higher than the other. I don't know. I mean, I have my own beliefs, but I'm not going to say that on here. But maybe they all came from one place too. And we don't know.
So you in your theory, just the religious people are like going to do fine?
Not necessarily. But I do
Yeah, you have
think
to do the right
everyone
thing.
will end up in one place. I mean, some of the most religious people out there are actually committing the most sins.
Yeah, that's true.
Not to dog on the Catholics, because half my family is Catholic, by the way. But
And me and everyone else here.
yeah. And nothing bad against it. I think it's a good religion. There's nothing bad about it. But there are a lot of big sinners within the Catholic Church. You Google it, there's tons of priests molesting kids in the Catholic Church. It's a huge thing. I know someone personally who has a long-term lawsuit against the Catholic Church because of this.
Oh, shoot.
And there's so many cases all around the world with that. And I'm sure there's similar things with every other religion. My point is that some of the biggest,
Scandals.
right, are people that claim to be closest to their God.
Yeah, to go on that point, how can you actually tell if someone's like that?
I mean, you can't. They're so good at hiding it,
Yeah, you really have to like,
Only
only God knows because he knows the heart.
Exactly. Which is interesting. They claim to be the closest. They sell that religion sometimes. I mean, let's face it. The big mega churches, they're not just praising the Lord. They're selling. It's a business at the end of the day.
Yeah, I can agree with that sometimes.
Yeah.
Do you get like concert vibes sometimes rather than like,
Oh, for sure.
like, do you ever ask yourself, is this a concert rather than like a 1 hour relationship with God?
It's not that. I think the concert aspect is pretty cool. I think it's a good way to bring the younger crowd closer to God, and I think it's a great way to
Like make God cool and relatable.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think it's really cool to implement, but at the same time, It's a business.
Yeah. I guess
The more-
anything can be a business.
The more people you bring into let's say I have a mega church, right?
Yeah.
The more people you bring in with those flashing lights and concert type, worship,
Just hella stimulus.
the more people come. And the more people that come, the more people that are going to donate to my church.
Yeah, that's true.
And the more donations I have, the more I can grow my church. The more my salary increases.
Mm-hmm.
The more all the other church staff salaries increase. The more I can, build another building, things like that. It is a business. I mean, they don't, not to be offensive, but those churches don't build buildings on buildings from just a simple prayer. It doesn't fall out of the sky.
Yeah, like you need some, revenue to like support
Exactly.
the AC and the roofing and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So it is a business. It is some of them could be corrupt. Some of them could be amazing. They're not all corrupt, but just a very harsh, realistic way of looking at it.
Yeah. Speaking about death, I had like a scary thought. What if death was like an infinite dream? Remember in like the House of Blind Manor and we were drinking those Henny Moosies?
I think about that all the time. Like, is this really my life?
Yeah.
Or is this one long, long, long dream?
Have you ever like thought about if you're alive right now?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'd be going through some crazy shit and I'm like, bitch, this better be a dream or a nightmare, and I wake up,
Yeah, that's just a scary thought. Let's talk about the concept of infinity. Does it scare you? Like, if you think about it, infinity doesn't have like a stopping set point and just like forever type beat. Because like in my head, I was like, let's say there's like let's say we die and we go to the upper place. Like, what's next? Like I keep thinking of the earth revolving, and like in that image it never stops.
think of it this way though. What if it's more than just the earth?
Yeah.
What if there's like a million different earths and we get sent to a particular one and I'm kind of getting into reincarnation at this point, but it's just a theory.
I was going to ask you that.
I don't necessarily
too.
believe in it. Sometimes I think about it, but it's a theory. What if we're sent to one particular planet or whatever to learn some kind of lesson?
So it's like you think it's our turn in this universe.
Yeah. There's God. Think about it though. The universe is so big, and it's really impossible to just believe that we're the only ones out here. We're not.
I don't think so either.
And when people start talking about the theory of reincarnation, what is stopping us from being reincarnated to some other freaking planet?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like, if you're open enough to think about reincarnation and stuff like that, then you should be open enough to consider that it could go further than just this planet.
Do you think it's wild. Like, it could be like a God's punishment in some way? Like you weren't good enough.
Oh, definitely.
Try again.
I think if reincarnation's real and you have to live another life,
it's God's punishment.
It's because you didn't learn everything you were supposed to learn in the previous one.
Yeah, like what's not to say an alternate universe is real, bro?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just like.
Yep.
Yeah, like if reincarnation and the concept of it was like somewhat real, I believe it would be like a God's punishment. Like Jesus is like, try again, dude. Mm-hmm. Do you think are you scared of like the big gates, the big guy up there?
I don't know what to think of it, actually.
Really?
I think what I'm most scared of is that if reincarnation is a real thing and we do get sent back to learn more lessons, this is going to sound so shallow, but this is my true thought. I am so scared that I don't learn what I'm supposed to learn in this life, and I'm going to be sent back here and have a shittier life.
Shit, bro.
Like, what if I'm sent back?
Like non-human?
Yeah, what if I'm sent back as like a cat or a dog, like a stray cat or dog, or another person, but my circumstances are way worse? Like
Yeah.
what if I'm in some third world country this time?
Shoot, bruh.
You know, and my lesson is to make it out somehow. Whew. Think about how the world is going to be too 100 years from now when that could happen.
It's going to look like Wall-E.
Let's assume I live to be 80, 90, maybe even 100 years old, because medication will probably be enhanced when we're older. I mean, by then, this world's going to be, well, if it continues on the path that we're on, it's going to be fucked up.
Yeah, honestly, bro.
That's why I'm considering not having kids, because it's so fucked up now. I don't even want to worry about my kids having to deal with all the stuff that's going on.
I feel it.
So it'd be harder to get out of those bad countries.
Yeah, I'd feel it. To answer the question I asked, I am scared of the big guy, you know, out of respect, because he's that guy. And, you know, like, I'm not the perfect dude, you know. Neither are you, but that we got to make
a throw that out there. Neither are you. Yeah. Neither are you.
No, what do you think God's plan for you is? Like, if you can, I know we will never know, but what's your guess? I'll go after you.
Okay. I'll try to go into this without being a little too deep, because I don't feel like it's that kind of episode. But deep inside, I do feel like one of my tasks is to help motivate and inspire people. I don't feel like I've been living up to that. Probably should. But deep down, I've always kind of felt that.
So you want to be like a microphone with like influence, like good influence type beat?
I don't know. I'm having a hard time imagining what that would look like. But I know that that's what I should be putting out there, if that makes sense. I felt like that at a very young age when I didn't even know anything about anything. Like, what would you inspire people about or educate people about? Now it would probably be along, you know, business or finances, things like that. But I still don't really know what that would look like. But my gut is telling me that.
Like, do you ever like connect your life with like the whole bigger picture? Because like you and me are like two misfits of our own class.
I think that everything happens for a reason. You're put through every experience for a reason. And even if it feels like complete bullshit right now, 2 years from then, you're going to earn something big.
Yeah.
And you're going to remember and look back at what kind of bullshit you were going through. And you're going to know, I could never have gotten here without going through that. I think about that every day. There was a scenario I was going through at work last year, but there was no way in hell I could have what I have now without going through that.
That bullshit.
And that goes for every category of my life. So that's one big thing that I'd like everyone to take away from this is, if you're having a really tough time right now with something, anything, it doesn't have to be work, it could be with your relationships or school. You know, if you're going through crap right now, take a deep breath, take a break, but just have peace knowing that if you keep pushing, you'll get to a new level that you wouldn't have been able to get to without going through what you're going through now.
Damn, that's deep.
Yeah.
That makes me sad, bro.
What do you feel like your biggest purpose is?
I don't know. Like, let's take a gander. I think I'm like you know. I'm in school, but I'm like unique minded. You know, you didn't go to school and then you're doing some sort of like
I respect
venture.
education, but fuck school.
Yeah. I just want to be a positive influence, and I know that sounds very freaking simple, but positive in terms of like, you know, happy, like just that happy guy in the room. I want like
it's okay to let loose.
Yeah. But I know the relationship with God is like way deeper than that. It just sounds really shallow. Like you can't go to heaven by just being happy. Mm-hmm. But I also want to work on my influence too. Mm-hmm. but sometimes just cuss words just fly out of my mouth.
You know what? I don't see a problem with cussing. Honestly, it makes you more real.
Yeah.
You know,
just not professionally.
Hey, in my business, people cuss all the time. In
Really?
fact, the people that make more money cuss more. That is what I've noticed. All the people trying to be proper and, you know, trying to be robots, you know, perfect little robots, they're not making shit.
So like,
I just think it's a trait of just being real, honestly.
is that you then? Like, do you cuss in front of clientele?
Heck yeah.
Okay. Like, not at them, but like at the situation the house is in, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
You know what happens after that?
What?
It's like, okay, if you're with a salesperson, you may be intimidated. You may be trying to avoid them because you don't want to be sold anything. Imagine those people in the mall trying to get you to take the samples and shit. What do? You try to ignore them. You don't make eye contact.
Yeah.
When I'm engaging with a customer, a buyer or a seller, and I talk like that, they let down their wall.
Yeah, like, I guess it's a relatability thing. This
person is a normal person like me. He's cool. You know, he relates to me.
What age group do you do that to? All of them?
All of them. Yeah.
I guess that's some sauce right there, huh?
At the same time, I do match their energy. But a lot of the time, they're normal people. And what do normal people do?
Cuss.
Exactly.
You know, yeah. I guess that makes sense because, like, it's just, you know, hey, I can relate to you. If you're thinking that, I probably think that too. Yeah. Type beat.
Exactly. Yeah.
Damn.
So no harm in cussing sometimes.
With Sippin News, you know, like, is it bad that is it cocky to say that I know we're doing good? Or, like, I know we're going to do good?
I think we're doing good because we're staying consistent and, you know, it's a slow process, but, you know, that's a test.
Yeah. You really lose if you quit.
Exactly. Yeah. There's no losing as long as you're sticking with it. You know,
you're going to drink the rest of that?
Yeah, I will.
You drinking now?
Bitch.
You need a swig of water, bro.
Oh, God, this shit's nasty.
So, like, to go back on my question on Sippin News, what's your dream setup?
Okay, my vision for what I would like this podcast to be one day is, you know, I imagine having our own studio. Like, we're in Kiann's bedroom right now, and it is set up very nicely.
Humble beginnings.
Yes, sir. Yes. But I'd love to have our own podcast, you know, room or studio that we rent somewhere, you know, else.
Yeah.
When, you know, I don't mind having it in my house too eventually, like having a dedicated, you know, studio in there.
Would you rather sit on like a couch chair, like a singular one? Or would you rather sit on like just a normal ass chair with a table in front of us? There's so many options where we can go. Or we can be like a couch only podcast. Like a Tempur-Pedic couch type thing.
I think I would probably want the table and 2 chairs.
Yeah.
But
like a couch chair.
I would want the chairs to look like unique. I don't know. I imagine it looking kind of like outlandish in a way.
Yeah.
That's the only word I can describe it.
Yeah, I'm just excited for the future of this pod. I know that's not saying much, but like, dude, this is like almost our 20th episode. Isn't that crazy? We were fucking trash the first 2 ones.
Well, we've been doing this for almost half a year now.
I know. Okay, I have a question about you. When are you gonna put the Sippin News IG stuff on your real story instead of the privates?
Man, you call me out for that.
No, but I'm scared too. I just gotta YOLO it, bruh.
I'm only scared, like, well, not scared, but I do have a lot of business people on my socials.
So professionally, you have to be cautious.
Not to say that I think what we talk about is inappropriate, but I almost have to watch everything again to decide if it is or not.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of people on there that will think it's funny. They won't, think anything of it. But
Yeah. There's a certain crowd of like offended type.
yeah. Yeah. So that's why, to be fair, I have a lot of people on my private story.
Oh, sure.
I have a lot of people on there. It's not just like my besties. I kind of selected everyone but the business people.
Damn.
So my private story is pretty big. It's not like, sorry that you're not that special if you saw that you're on a private story, but
honestly, for me, I imagine your private story, everyone except your business partners.
pretty much.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to show you something. Like, this might be a theory. Do you think we might act as cells to a bigger organism? Like space in general?
Oh, so like the cells in our body may not know that they're in us. So
Yeah.
we're like that to a bigger organism.
Yeah, because I have a video to show
That's
you.
a crazy theory.
No, because
I
like
never thought of that.
because I saw this article, right? I'm about to show you right now on Instagram, but scientists say there's a lot of similarities between Earth and outer space. Okay, so this is a pattern. A tornado in space could look like the Milky Way, like a tornado on Earth looks like the Milky Way in space. And then a helix nebula looks like an eye.
Oh shit. It does look like an eye.
Yeah. There's more. The cells in your brain look like galaxies. And then I think there's more. The birth of a human being in terms of cells looks like the death of a star.
Oh shoot. That's crazy.
Do you think that could be a possibility?
I guess.
We're like mini machines working in his,
Yeah.
benefit.
So are there cells in our bodies like having full on lives too?
I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised.
That's crazy to think that there's like a group of cells that are friends in my body who are just going out for a cocktail.
But do you think like our lives mean nothing in the bigger picture? Like you saw those pictures, we could be like NPCs. No, the resemblance is crazy.
Yeah, it is. It does. Yeah. Interesting way to look at it.
Yeah, but that's just a thought. Yeah, personally, I wouldn't be surprised if it was, because, there's a lot of stuff that we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm starting to believe parallel universes and stuff. Do you know the theory of dreams being a parallel you?
I've heard of it.
What do you think of that? Like, I'll give you the theory for the people. So basically, when you have dreams, the dream that you have is basically through the eyes of the parallel universe you. I've had a dream where I was white before.
Well, I have memories
Really?
of like another life. It's weird. It might have been dreams I had when I was little, but I'm telling you right now, I have memories like of my parents, but they're not my parents.
Do you think that's like a glitch in the reincarnation or something?
I don't know. I have no idea. I have no explanation for it, but it's weird. I remember things that didn't happen to me, but maybe they did happen to me, but not in this life.
Do you mind explaining, or is it too deep? Like, what have you experienced but haven't?
Here's an example. I remember my parents arguing with some lady. I was in the car. I was super little, car seat.
Mm-hmm.
Some lady. It looked like we were in the desert or something. Okay.
They don't have those in Denver.
I remember looking to the back window, watching them argue. But my mom and dad that I was watching were not my mom and dad that I have now.
Damn, bro.
And guys, it's not because I'm adopted, because I'm not. Like, I look like my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Yeah, I don't know. I mean, my mom had blonde, short hair. Like
Your mom?
yeah, in that memory, you know. And my dad was way taller, kind of fat, but yeah,
Big boned.
like your typical white family. They were blonde, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
way different than my real parents.
The fact that you have like memories of who knows, that's just crazy.
I have no explanation for that. I don't know. I've had that memory for a very long time.
Damn.
Like since I was little.
So like if we're like sticking with it and like, do you think you got punished by God or something?
Well, if you look at it that way, we all did.
I don't have any memories of someone.
Well, maybe the transition was, I don't know. Like you know how when we take medications, you could have side effects?
Yeah.
Maybe I had a side effect of remembering something.
That's crazy. Personally, what do you believe happened? Just so I can like
I have
see
no
what
fucking
type of
clue.
guy
I'd
you
love
are.
to just believe that this is my one and only life, and after this I go to heaven. But it could be way more complicated than that.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question for you. And then after that, we're going to go into a new segment. I'll let you know. Okay, an alien asks you if you wanted to travel with him across the universe. Would you go? But there's a catch. When you leave with the alien, you leave your life behind, and he gives you extra years to live since the universe is so big.
So when you say leave my life behind, I can never come back.
Yeah. But you have a whole universe to explore.
But all the people, career, everything I built in love, I have to leave that behind permanently, never go back.
I mean, he gave you extra years, but who knows how long the fucking universe is. That journey. Because, like, think about the knowledge you could gain.
Right.
But at the same time,
Honestly,
I love my squad. I love my
Honestly,
gang.
I'll have to pass.
Yeah.
That could be, there
Oh.
could be so many bad things that could happen out of that. Like, our world is fucked up, but what if the next world I go to is even more fucked up, you know?
I might have to debate you. Elon Musk is looking to get out of here.
I know, I get it, but you're leaving your family and your friends and I mean, if things are going well for you, things are going well for me right now, not to, jinx it. So I don't think I'd want to leave that.
Yeah.
Because you're going on this new journey alone with this alien dude you don't know by yourself. You get these extra years, but you're gonna spend it like by yourself.
Even if you could make other species friends.
Maybe, but you don't know anything about them. What if they're
Yeah.
crazy? They want to eat you alive or something.
I would probably go if I could bring like my squad.
But that wasn't a condition.
I know,
You have to
so
leave them
probably
behind.
not. You know,
I'd probably go too if I could bring people.
I know, bro. That sounds lit. Okay,
Okay, new segment time.
since we're called Sippin News, we are gonna react to the current events happening today.
We thought we'd actually implement news.
Yeah, it's in the name. We might as well, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to make this a normal thing?
We probably should.
Yeah. Okay. What news do you watch if you ever do?
Honestly, this is going to sound so uneducated of me, but a lot of things I see is on TikTok. And then if I am interested in something I see on TikTok, I'll verify it, like Google it and do research. That's kind of how I do it.
Okay.
So like I'll scroll through TikTok. If I find something that sparks my interest, I'm like, ooh, what's more like I need to find more details about it. Is it true? Then I'll research it myself.
There's some news here. Japan is unmasking and its smile coach is busy. Does that mean you need a coach to smile?
I don't know. They be looking hella serious.
All the time. Yeah,
Or those Koreans?
no, Japan.
Japan.
Actually, I think Koreans and Japan are like equally
Grumpy looking.
Yeah. Yeah, so good job to you, Japan. You finally did it. Wasn't Asia like the best country in terms of like the COVID policies?
I mean, well,
Not China.
Not to get into it, but it did come from Asia, China specifically. But
yeah, like imagine needing a smile coach. What are you, depressed?
man, they have a strong case of resting bitch face.
Yeah, they make you look like a kid.
I have very bad resting bitch face.
Yeah, but shout out to the Japanese people. It took them 3 years.
Yeah.
If we're being honest, we didn't follow the regulations.
They should probably like notify the ones who live here to stop wearing the mask in their car.
Ooh.
There is nothing more annoying to me than seeing someone wear a mask in their car. They're alone in their car and with all the windows up and they're still wearing it.
Who you with, man?
Are you going to catch COVID from yourself? That's so stupid.
Yeah. 3 people killed and 6 injured in New Mexico shooting. The shooter, 18-year-old, was killed by the police. 2 officers were injured.
Did it say why this 18-year-old was shooting up a place? Or who they were?
No. Oh yeah, there's a whole spiel on it.
It's not like that one school one, right?
Nope. But yeah, our heart goes out to the people in New Mexico. Do you believe in the right to bear arms?
Absolutely.
Me too.
Yep.
But if you like abuse that,
if you're a criminal or you abuse it or you're mentally unstable, then you shouldn't. But the majority, like that is one of like the biggest American rights. To take that away,
yeah,
that's crazy.
But my opinion on this, do you think mental health is a big issue if it comes to like shootings?
I honestly, I don't know if a lot of people agree with me, but I think the right to bear arms should have an age limit of 21.
Oh, it's 18?
Pretty sure it's 18.
Well, if that's the case, I think it should be 21. This might be a dumb idea. I think there should be like a personality test before having a gun.
Oh.
Just to like know your tendencies, you know.
I think that's fair too.
If that dude's like crazy violent, I don't want a crazy violent with a shooter, but to the people in New Mexico,
or like, are you on any antidepressants, things like that?
Yeah. Like I agree. Let's have like a gun physical.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good way to like.
That way we don't have any of the psychos shooting up schools and shit.
Whew. Yeah, we don't like that. We love our right, but if you abuse it and take lives,
that's a few psychos out there that are ruining it for everyone.
Yeah. So you agree on the mental, physical?
Absolutely.
Okay. This is kind of therapeutic. Ooh. Cyclone Mocha leaves 1,000 homeless in Bangladesh. What if you were homeless because of a cyclone? You know,
is there a visual for this?
Oh wait, I have to log in. Yeah, but apparently
this is exactly what I was talking about. It would suck if I was reincarnated and have to do this all over again
in
and
Bangladesh,
put in a third world country having to deal with that crap.
Yeah. If you were homeless because of a natural disaster, that sucks. My condolences to you and your property. Dude, you know what's scared? Before I moved to California, I was hella expecting earthquakes.
Oh, yeah, we get them, but not like SoCal. But I thought NorCal would be just like SoCal too when I moved up here.
Really?
I was expecting things like Disneyland and palm trees everywhere and things like Hollywood and Rodeo Drive. Like I thought all of California was like that.
Do you like have regrets? I feel like We love NorCal though.
Honestly, no, like I used to want to be in SoCal for a while. I even sold real estate down there with the thought of just going down there permanently. But I've grown to like it here. I don't see myself moving.
Yeah. I love NorCal. I'm just not into that Bay Area culture, you feel me? Even though I talk like it. It smells like piss.
The Bay is cool to visit some spots, but
Not to live.
you guys have a crazy drug issue, homeless issue, every kind of issue really that you can think of, politically and economically.
Yeah. Okay. Move on to the next news topic. People who train for strength live longer and better.
Ooh.
Isn't that crazy? I thought it was training for that good heart. Guess Jerome gotta get his bench up for strength, bruh.
Shout out to Mark. I know you mentioned that you work out for strength.
Yeah, but I hope to live a good life. Do you think we're gonna have good medicine in our lifetime, or like?
So it's probably gonna cost a fortune.
Yeah, but people who train for strength, I'm pretty sure there's something good happening in your body, you know. Let's see. Another one. Graduates generation. Well, there's nothing interesting happening today. Oh. Why are Americans so negative about the economy?
Well, I mean,
Biden recession.
come on, guys. Who do you vote for? You voted for someone who's sleeping half the time on the job, you know.
Yeah, and that's not even political.
I'm not
You just voted for the old guy.
I'm not saying fuck Democrats. I'm just saying this one particular guy is just not doing it. You know, and you wonder why gas is so high and people are losing jobs and shit. I'm sorry this is kicking in again, but he sucks. Don't vote for him next time. I don't care if you vote Democrat or Republican, just don't vote for this dumbass.
Honestly, I don't think he's going to have a next time.
Yeah, he is. He's going to. You know why? Because all the people behind him use him as a puppet. They want him to get reelected.
Yeah. But, you know, people are like...
He's not putting up a fight.
There was also a theory on Trump having a scammed loss, right?
Mm-hmm. It never went through, though.
Oh, well, you know. But let's do one more current event.
I'm kind of looking to see if I find anything.
There's this one on immigrants, but we're not doing a quinceañera right now, am I right? The importance of religion in the lives of Americans is shrinking. We probably...
Yeah.
We had a spew, I believe it, but get some faith.
We mentioned a while ago, it was like probably, a couple months ago, that we noticed over the years that there's less and less people making a big deal about Christmas and Easter, like the religious holidays.
Yeah.
So that's a good example.
Oh, actually, that's in our Cut podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
You can
Well,
go.
yes. People are making less of a deal with Easter and Christmas. I remember when I was little, it used to be the biggest thing. Easter was celebrated much more than it is now. And it was fun. It's kind of sad to see that little kids these days are not necessarily experiencing.
I think Christmas
like
is still
did.
popular, but just the festives. Like Christmas without Jesus.
Yeah. Although I notice less and less people are decorating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They only like Halloween, that sane stuff.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, yeah. Let's do one more. More than one. Oh, more than 100 years later, a World War I veteran soldier who disappeared in 1917 was buried in Belgium. Shout out to the veterans in World War II. World War I, actually. Any words you want to say to that veteran?
Thanks for your service.
Yeah, I don't even think the U.S. was, that involved.
Oh, I just thought of something else. Now that we're on that topic, China is starting to draft. China is starting.
Bro, that's crazy.
China is starting to draft people, young men. I don't know if they're drafting women too. Wouldn't be surprised if they were. They say they're preparing to take Taiwan. Don't know how accurate that is or what the timeline is on that. But I read a little article really briefly that they started to draft. So I quickly researched if the US were to draft, what's the age limit? I broke the age limit. The age limit is 26. I'm 27.
Oh,
thank God. Kiann, I'm sorry. You may be screwed if we have a draft this year in the next 2 years.
I don't even know how. There's a term of like running away. It's called AWOL.
Where are you gonna run to?
I don't know, but you think China's like gonna start World War III? I do not want to live through a World War III.
I don't either. I hope something happens where we're just not involved in it. I feel like we're constantly getting caught in everyone else's problems. We're choosing to be in the middle of Russia and Ukraine.
How's that going? Is it still a thing?
I think it is. I don't follow it too much. I'm not really into the politics, guys, but I think it's funny. Like, not funny, haha, but like ironic. I don't know.
Yeah.
That like why are we focusing so much on everyone else's problems? It's costing us more money. It's a Biden thing,
Yeah, well, drafted, man. I sure hope not. But yeah.
I'm not about all this war and stuff. I don't know why everyone can just be content with the land that they have now.
Dude, China's big as hell. Russia's big as hell.
I know. Why are you guys trying to like get this tiny little pieces left? Ukraine is very small compared to Russia.
Yeah, it's like a crumb on the globe.
Taiwan is like an island, and China has all this shit. What the fuck?
I think they hate snow, that's why.
And the Ukraine and Taiwanese, they're peaceful people. I don't know why the fuck you're trying to like be assholes. Just be content with what you got.
Honestly, yeah, that's a good message. Our heart goes out to you. And hopefully the U.S. doesn't draft. You want to end it there?
I know I'm safe. So I'm good. But I really don't want to see this place blown up. So just everyone please behave.
Oh, but quick question. Would you have FOMO if all of the squad was drafted except you? Or would you just stay?
Nah. Of course I'm going to stay.
No, what if everyone died?
Well, that would suck.
Would you cry about it?
Yeah.
What are you going to do with the rest of your life if the worst happens?
Well, probably make more friends.
How would you do that without the big, loud voices gone?
I can be a loud voice now. I just choose not to be.
When are you going to choose?
Well, I have a big voice during work, and that's a majority of my life. And
majority of your friends.
My social life, I just choose not to because I'm tired of being loud all week.
Okay, guys, that was Sippin' News. Did you like the segment, by the way?
I think that was a good segment. We'll keep doing that from now on. Like you said, news is in the name. We should probably be incorporating some kind of news.
I thought it was neat.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's Sippin' News. Remember to like and subscribe. We're on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and just fucking listen to us. We can lick your ears through the earphone or the headphones. All right, have a good have a good one, guys. That was a solid episode.